Hello, Sagittarius. How are y'all doing? Let's go ahead and get some mid-month messages on the table for y'all here tonight, all right? So for those of you who would like to schedule a personal reading, the information for that is in the description of this video. Also, too, I have put the tarot reading course on my website along with the personal readings. So for those of you who just go straight to my website and you haven't purchased the tarot reading course yet, or if you're thinking about it, that's where you can find it. Okay. It's only $11.11. If you're interested, it's on my website, tarotwithrich.com. All right, let's jump into this. I want to get a real quick past, present, future. Quick past, present, future for Sagittarius universe. Oh, there we go. Oh, Seven of Swords reversed. Some of y'all might have busted somebody in a lie. Or I'm getting to, this is a little side story. Some of you all, maybe this person ditched out on you before they got caught in a lie. Or there's something about some sneaky shit was happening in the past. Hang on. Two more. All right. Queen of Swords reversed. Okay. Oh. So, yeah, there was definitely some inconsistent communication in the past is what I'm seeing. That's weird. I might have to clarify that. That's so strange. Ace of Swords upright, Eight of Wands in the reverse. Looks to me like there was you connected with somebody that for whatever reason you all just didn't communicate very well at all. I don't even know if you're 100% sure exactly how this person felt about you. Doesn't look like there was much of an emotional connection. That's all that's fucking telling me. That's like the most undetailed explanation that I've ever gotten. But creeping up into the current moment, some of you were sitting around wondering what lesson you were supposed to learn. Yeah, I see a lot of you just sitting there driving yourselves nuts, wondering what you were supposed to learn. I get that question a lot. What was I supposed to learn? Well, if I could tell you that, you ain't learning it. So, yeah, very uneasy, having a hard time being alone, being by yourself. There may end up being communication between you and this person, though. There may be an apology coming in, honestly. Creeping up into the future, though. Man, it's taken you a long time to let go of this, isn't it? Because that's what I'm seeing in the future. You're thinking you're just going to shake this off and forget about it because that's probably normally what you do. Normally you just say, whatever, shake it off. Don't worry about it. On to the next. But not this person. This person lives in your head now, don't they? Well, I do kind of feel like a conversation is eventually going to end up happening between the two of you. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo. I also have Taurus here. Okay. Wow. I'm tempted to clarify that. That was felt like things were missing in there. Anyway, whatever. Let's just see this person's feelings towards you. What's the past person's feelings and intentions towards Sagittarius universe? Three of Cups reversed. Yeah, it looks like they're doing everything they can to try to detach themselves from this emotionally. See, Lovers card reversed. They're not really feeling it like that anymore. Now, have they fully moved on from it? No, they are still carrying the burden of whatever it was that happened between the two of you with the Ten of Wands here. But for the very most part, I think it's the tension, whatever the tension is between the two of you. And this person's giving you the silent treatment, basically. So they're not quite feeling it like that. Not quite. But they do still think about you every day. Yes, they do. Yep, they sure do. They just don't have a very positive outlook. There's just too much tension. They have a very negative outlook on whether or not the two of you would ever be able to successfully connect again. Could be an Aquarius for some of you. Also have Gemini here. Okay. All right. Well, let's see what actions they're taking. What's the outcome? Are they taking any actions? What is the outcome? Six of Swords reversed. Yeah, I think a conversation is going to be had between the two of you. I think it is. Queen of Swords reversed. Oh, shit. You are still. It's not going to take long before you remember why you were pissed off at them. It's not going to take long. Some of you may have forgotten about it. A little bit of time passes. And the mind has this funny thing that it likes to do sometimes where it will take all the bad memories from the past and sweep them under the rug and only remember the good things. And then we reconnect with that person and we're like, oh yeah, I remember now. You're going to get your memory refreshed real quick having a conversation with this person. I don't really see it going anywhere between the two of you. I don't. I just feel like this is going to refresh your memory. Yeah. Because I just don't think this is somebody you can trust. I don't think it is. I think they're a sneaky, deceitful, dishonest little fuckbag. They were in the past. They still are now. Yep. I think it's going to help you get over it, though. It's really going to help you get over it, a conversation with them. Let's get the advice then. Let's get that advice. What is the advice? Oh, as long as you're standing on your own 2 feet with that emotional integrity and independence, just don't let them trigger you. Don't let them manipulate you. You see that a lot with the fire signs. Okay. Y'all are definitely in the group of, I would say, the top 3 biggest hearted zodiac signs. And a stone cold hard fact of life is when you got a big old ass heart, there are vultures flying around looking for people with big ass hearts to prey on. Oh, yes, they are. Oh, yes, they are. And I'm sorry, I would argue that if you are a human walking around on 2 legs on planet Earth and you have an enormous heart, it's like required for you to go through that. You got to go through that at least once. Somebody's going to see that big old ass heart you have and they're going to be like, I can get whatever I want out of you, can't I? Yeah, I sure can. And now, though, if you stand on your own 2 feet in your integrity and your independence and you don't let them manipulate you, you don't let them guilt trip you, you don't let them use your emotions against you, I would just go for closure, if anything. Okay? Because if you try to get too terribly invested in this, get your expectations real high, yeah, it's going to come crashing down again. Entertain new options. Okay? Keep your options open. Okay. Well, that was short, sweet, and quick. All right, then. Next person due to come in. Let's get some information on the next person due to come in. The next contract that's due. Now, just because this is the next one due to come in doesn't mean this is the next one coming in. Because if you get bored and you decide to go grab somebody up just because you're fucking bored, they may not be due to come in. I'm talking about the next contract that's due. Make sense? Like if you just go about your life, mind your own business, go with the flow, the next person who's due to make their way into your life. Let's take a look at that one. Queen of Pentacles. Woo, Woo, y'all keep getting that 9 of Cups, though. Beautiful energy. Beautiful energy. Okay. Oh, shit. King and Queen of Swords, both reversed. So by the time the two of you connect, I feel like both of you are kind of in the middle of a rough transition in your life. So both of you might have a little bit of a chip on your shoulder. You know how you like to spit them fireballs, Sagittarius. Well, I think you finally met somebody that's going to spit them back at you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that could be a little bit volatile. It could be. I don't know if you've dealt with that before, but yeah, this person might clap back at you when you spit a fireball at them. They might. Oh yeah, they might. Yep. Not necessarily a bad thing though. Like I said, I feel like you're kind of mirroring each other a little bit. Probably both going through the same shit in life, going through something similar. Yeah, okay. I do feel like it'll be long-term commitment though. Yep, I sure do. Okay. Well, let's look at their intentions. What are their actual intentions? What do they want from you? What do they want from this connection? What are their thoughts, feelings, and opinions, hopes, dreams, and expectations? 10 of Cups, though. So they want the real deal, something serious. Yep, they do. Three of Wands, though. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, they want long. Ooh, man, look at this. Look at this and their intentions. Dude, wooey, shooey, dooey, and Louie. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Well, don't we all want that? But the 6 of Wands, they want long-term commitment and eventually marriage one day. Eventually, one day. They're not making any solid decisions. I think they want to wait and just kind of see how this goes with the Hangman and the 3 of Wands there. They do got a lot of feelings for you, though. They do got a lot of feelings. They do not want something toxic. They've been through their fair share of toxicity. So I feel like they're really going to be slow to make sure this isn't something toxic. Okay. All right, Dan. Outcome for the first month of the next connection. Outcome for the first month. There it is again. Looks like it's going to be pretty damn successful, though. It does. Yeah, 9 of Swords reversed. Might be a little bit of nervousness, a little bit of uneasiness, but that'll very quickly fade. Very quickly fade. Probably for the first couple of weeks and whatnot. You might be kind of pondering whether or not this person's going to ghost you. Maybe wondering whether or not you should ghost them. But I don't see that happening. I don't see an ending happening with the Death card reversed. Looks pretty damn good to me. Pretty damn good, though. Thank you, Lucy, for that super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. What's the advice? Advice, 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 advice. Ace of Wands, 7 of Wands reverse. Just don't guard your heart. We don't need to be... Look, okay, this is another reason why emotional independence is so important. When you are emotionally independent, you can be vulnerable with anybody, and it's really difficult for them to hurt you. Really difficult for them to hurt you. I'm good with me. I'm good. I know where my heart is. I know what my intentions are. I'm confident with myself. So I can be vulnerable with you, and you might fuck me over. You might. You very well may. But I'm good with me. So if you do, I'll be all right. So emotional independence, and don't guard your heart. Okay. Also, monitor your vibration, monitor your frequency. I just got done explaining to Scorpio that you have to understand that your vibration is what manifests the outcome between you and any person you connect with. So, what vibration am I on when I connect with this person? Always monitor that at any given time. Okay, looks pretty good to me. Looks pretty daggum good. So we're going to do the random freestyle advice. Whatever advice Sagittarius needs to hear the most. Whatever advice Sagittarius needs to hear the most. Whoa. Nine of Pentacles, okay. So don't surrender your independence, but don't fall into codependency. We need to balance. Everything is about balance. Can you still hear me? The other day I was live and I bumped my microphone and the sound went out on the Gemini video. Everything is about balance. So if you can be independent. But if you need help, ask for it. If you need help when it's offered, accept it. If you don't need help, though, and you can really do it yourself, go ahead and do what you got to do. Balance. There's a time and a place for everything. Okay? We don't want to be so independent that it bites us in the ass. Okay? That's the kind of person I used to be. I used to be so proud and so independent. Wouldn't let nobody help me. Wouldn't ask nobody for help. That it's literally almost killed me before. No shit. But also too, you don't want to go on the other end of the spectrum and just depend on someone or something. Always depend on somebody for everything. Balance. Be very picky and choosy who you tell your plans to. I haven't had to give this advice in a minute. I don't care who you are. You have at least one, and I'm being generous when I say that. It's usually several, but you have no less than one undercover hater in your circle of friends or in your family. Oh, yes, you do. I promise you, you got at least one undercover hater. Don't believe me? Start manifesting your dreams. And start succeeding. Start climbing that mountain. Start improving yourself. Watch, at least one person in your close circle of friends or your family is going to get pissed off. They're going to get mad. Then they're going to start talking shit about you. Going to start throwing shit at you. Going to start trying to tear your dreams down because they don't like seeing that. They don't want to see you doing better than them. Oh, no, they don't. That's one thing. And I know you hear people talk about this. I did too. And if you're anything like me, I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it either until I started experiencing it. Oh, people hate seeing you do better than them. They hate it. And it's cool when it's strangers. That's kind of to be expected. You know, whenever there's random strangers who see somebody doing better than them, they always got some shit to say because, you know, they're in that victim failures mentality and they believe that their failure is being caused by other people's success. That's to be expected. But in your close circle of friends and family, I promise you, you got at least one undercover hater. So be very picky and choosy who you tell your plans to. Like, say, for example, you want to start a business. You know what? I'm tired of making $50,000 a year. I'm ready to make $500,000. I'm going to start me a little online business. And then the first person that tries to talk you out of it, they got to go. Because if you just tell them your plans and the first thing they try to do is cut you down, I'm telling you that if you try to keep them in your life, They are going to desperately do everything. They're going to try to shame you. They're going to try to guilt trip you. They're going to try to remind you of your past. They're going to do everything they can to try to pull you off your path. Everything they can. So identify who they are. And if I would just be picky and choosy who you tell your plans to. Maybe right now, while maybe you can't tell, but I'm telling you, when you start busting moves, improving your life, no matter what it is, whether you start healing and evolving or you start making more money or whatever area of your life that you're improving, somebody's going to have some shit to say, and they got to go immediately. Immediately. Promise you, not everybody's going to clap for you. Oh, no, they're not. Oh, no, they're not. Nope. You know why? Because you validate their existence when you're on the same level as them. Because they got all these excuses. And they got all these excuses as to why they can't do better. Oh, it's because this thing happened to me, and it's because that thing happened to me, and I wasn't raised right, and I was born into poverty, and I had this working against me, and I'm not the right race, and I'm not the right gender, and blah, 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 excuse after excuse after excuse. And then when you are on the same level as them and you start rising up out of that, that shines light on the fact that your excuses are bullshit. And I'm proving it because I was on the same level as you and I'm climbing up out of it. And that makes them fucking mad. They're going to get pissed and they're going to start trying to throw shit at you. Well, they got to go. Telling you, they got to go. The minute they try to cut you down, all right, later. Unfriend, block. I'm not talking to you. Nope. It'll make your path much easier when you let go. As you start rising up, you'll notice separations between you and people you're very close to, period. It's going to happen. That's not Rich Lopp's opinion. That is an immutable universal law because what's happening is you're moving to a different frequency. I'll give you an example. Imagine that you're sitting in your car and your radio is tuned to 102.3 top country hits. And you don't like country music. You want to experience something different. You want to experience hip hop and R&B. But you only like one country artist, and that's Garth Brooks. That's the one country artist you like. Well, I got news for you. When you start changing frequencies, you're going to have to tell Garth Brooks goodbye along with everybody else because he's stuck on that frequency. The only way that Garth Brooks can come and join you on 107.7 hip hop and R&B is if he puts the guitar down, takes the cowboy hat off, and starts rapping. He has to make the decision to change with you in order to go to that frequency with you. That's the only way it's going to happen. Most people don't change frequencies. I got every penny I've ever made on Garth Brooks ain't never going to stop. He's not going to start rapping. Oh, no, he won't. No, he ain't. He ain't about to start rapping. Most people don't change. They just don't. They're on their little frequency. They're on their little vibration, spinning in circles their whole life. They're comfortable with it. That's where they want to be. They don't want to see nothing different. And even if they do want to see something different, they don't want it bad enough to go through the discomfort of changing who they are. They don't want it bad enough to shed some old belief systems and let go of their victim's mentality and start taking accountability for their own bullshit. That's too fucking uncomfortable. I would rather spin around in the same circles bitching about everything than actually do something to get up off my ass and fucking change it. And that's just the way it is. And you just got to accept that. Let go of it. And any shit they throw at you, just duck. Don't just duck. Let it fly over your head. It'll just come back and hit them in the face. So, all right. Well, I feel like those were the messages that my Sagittarius friends needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks for tuning in and playing along once again, y'all. I greatly appreciate all of the love, support, and positive feedback y'all show me every time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading or purchase the tarot reading course. They're both on my website, and that's in the description. I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Y'all stay blessed.